English more than 200%. 95% of students now graduate in 4 years. And just as impressive, many of you are leaving here with more than a diploma. You're already certified as nursing assistants and EMTs and home health aides and preparing to become IT associates. And with the credits that you've earned, some of you are already on your way to a college diploma. And as Ted said, our students deserve the best, so we can help them become the best for their future and ours. The point is, a lot of people made an investment in you. I can't imagine a better investment. But as you experience your success and as you experience setbacks, you need to remember everything that's been put into making sure that you had opportunity. Which brings me to the second thing I hope you remember when you leave here. You're going to also have to give back. This community invested in you. You've got to make sure that you use those gifts. When my Secretary of Education, Arnie Duncan, came to Worcester Tech earlier this year, he said he had never seen a school more open. If you live near the school, you can come in and get your car detailed for a fraction of what it would cost somebody someplace else. So I'm giving a little free advertising to the detail operation. You can eat a meal cooked by students in the Culinary Arts program. One teacher called the hair salon the city's best kept secret. Your veterinary clinic cares for about 250 pets a month. So I could have brought Bo and Sonny. You guys want to take care of. So Worcester Tech isn't separate from the broader community. You're a vital part of the community. So part of what you've learned here is that we are at our best, we are strongest when we are working together. And when we're looking out for one another. And we have responsibilities towards each other. And all of us have contributions to make. You're giving back to folks who gave you so much. And whatever you do next, I hope you keep giving back. That may mean staying in Worcester and working for one of the companies that help train you. If it means going to college or the military or using your skills to help more students get the same opportunities that you've had here, no matter what it is that you do, no matter what path you take, I want to make sure that you understand the incredible leadership that we now expect from you. I understand that every year at exam time you hear from a motivational speaker, and one of them this year was Colin Powell. Because when you're getting ready to take a test, it never hurts to get a pep talk from a general.
So true.
But the best part is that you decide to do the same thing for younger kids. So this class, those of you in the National Honor Society, rolled out the red carpet for students at nearby Chandler Elementary. And so those younger kids left here feeling fired up, inspired by your example, looking up to you, imagining that they could do what you did. And they're going to keep on looking up to you. And there are going to be people across the country who are watching you. And when they see you succeed, when they see you working hard, when they see you overcoming setbacks, that's going to inspire them as well. And that brings me to my final point, which is I hope you leave here today believing that if you can make it, then there shouldn't be any kid out here who can't make it. Every child in America, no matter what they look like, or where they grow up, what their last name is. There's so much talent out there. And every single child, as Ted understood when he helped transform this school, every single child should have the opportunity like you have had to go as far as your talents and hard work will take. I've seen you do it, so we know it's possible. That's a challenging time. I think sometimes I worry that your generation has grown up in a cynical time. In the aftermath of a Great Recession, in the aftermath of 2 wars, we live in a culture that so often focuses on conflict and controversy. It looks at the glass half empty instead of half full. And you're graduating at a time when you'll no longer be competing just with people across town for good jobs. You're going to be competing with the rest of the world. But when I meet young people like you, I am absolutely certain we are not just going to out-compete the rest of the world. We are going to win because of you. Because we are Americans, that's what we do. We don't settle, we outwork, we out-innovate, we out-hustle the competition, and when we do, nobody can do it. And that's what you've shown at this school. Not just helping a few kids go as far as their hard work will take them. I want all of you to be part of the process of helping all our young people achieve their God-given potential. And as president, my job is to make sure every child in America gets that chance. And Deval Patrick's job is to make sure that everybody in the Commonwealth gets that chance. And the mayor, his focus is making sure everybody in this town gets that chance. Every community is different, but if Worcester can bring teachers and business and entire communities together for the sake of our young people, then other places can too. And that's why I've challenged high schools all across the country to do what you're doing here. Better prepare students for the demands of the global economy. We're getting started this year with a competition that pairs schools and employers and colleges to combine quality education with real-world skills. As part of that initiative, I launched something called Connect Ed, working with the private sector to connect America's students to high-speed, broadband, and advanced technology, just like you've got here at Worcester Tech. Already, companies have committed to donate $2 billion to this effort. And starting later this week, schools and teachers and students will be able to go to whitehouse.gov and access resources in time for the new school year, because I want to encourage more schools to do what you are doing. You set a standard, you set a bar, more schools can do it. If you're going to college, I also want to make sure that when you graduate, you don't have a mountain of debt. To help more students pay back their loans that they take out when they go to college. It is not fair to students who do everything right to get saddled with debt that they have to pay off, not just for years, but in some cases decades. You can do better than that. Even though they had votes and they couldn't make it, I want to give a plug to a couple people, Senator Elizabeth Warren and Congressman John Tierney, both from Massachusetts, who introduced bills that would make it easier for students to repay their student loans. It's the same idea we use to make it easier for your parents to pay off their mortgages. Now today that idea was defeated by Republicans in Congress, which was frustrating. Especially, well, don't boo, just remember to vote. So I know this is frustrating for parents, it's frustrating for students who are working hard and doing everything right. There are too many politicians in Washington who don't have the right priorities. We need to straighten them out. And maybe they forgot where they came from and who invested in them along the way. And when a bill to help you pay off your college doesn't pass, it's in the service not only to your generation, but to our history as a nation that strives to put quality education within the reach of every American. So we're going to have to keep on putting pressure on Congress. But in the meantime, where Congress won't act, I'm going to do whatever I can on my own. So on Monday, I announced executive actions that are going to help students like you find the right options and give millions of Americans who are already making their loan payments a chance to cap those repayments at 10% of their income. Because a quality education shouldn't be something that other kids get. It should be something that every kid gets. And that has to be a priority for this country. not just because you stand to benefit from changes in laws, but because you're going to have to be a part of helping to shape the law. You're going to have to shape public opinion. You're going to have to remember everybody who invested in you. You're going to have to remember the experience of being part of this incredible community. And then when you go out into the world, whether you are a business person or you are in the military or you are an academic or a doctorate or whatever it is that you're doing, you're also going to be a citizen. You're also going to be somebody who has a voice in how this country operates. And you've got to push so that others get the same chance you do. And making sure that every young person has the same opportunities you've had, it won't be easy. Progress takes commitment. It takes hard work. We have to fight through the cynicism. It's going to take work from parents and from teachers and members of the community and from students. But I know we can do it, and I know it because of you. If Melinda Blanchard can get so good at welding that a bunch of college kids ask her help building a solar panel house for a competition in China, I know that we can get more young people excited about learning. If Greg Carlson can help the robotics team at Worcester Tech win the World Championship and still find time to mentor a robotics team at the middle school where he started out, and I know we can help guarantee every child in America a quality education. If Derek Murphy can start his own web development company and graduate with 18 college credits, I know we can help more students earn the skills that businesses are looking for. You're already doing it. You're already blazing a trail. You're already leading. You're already giving back. You don't need to remember what I said today. Because you're already doing it. And if it can happen in Worcester, it can happen any place. And if it does, if communities invest in young people like you, if you give back, if we all keep fighting to put opportunity within the reach of everybody who's willing to work for it, America will be stronger, your future will be brighter. There is no limit to what we can do together. So congratulations, class of 2014.